Hello, everybody. Laura back again. I just had a very disappointing moment not 5 minutes ago. I went to turn on my crafting lamp. It won't turn on, so now I'm going to have to figure out how to fix, replace whatever needs to be done with my Parallax crafting lamp. And that was after finding my light. Um, it's a folding portable, but it still plugs. It still has to plug into an outlet. But um, finding out that I'd only paid $19 for it about 15 years ago, maybe less, maybe more like 15 years ago. Isn't that what I said the first time? Anyway, I think it was about 15 years ago. Hello, Nifty. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I've now down both my craft lamps. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to see if I can find how to fix it or how to order, because it could be the power supply. I did unplug it from the bottom of the lamp, and I did unplug it from the strip. There we go. I did unplug it from the strip. I unplugged it from the back of the lamp. I don't know why I put both of them in. One of them isn't even doing me any good because I'm used to now. um, so yeah, I don't have a crafting lamp at the moment. My Verilex, something happened to it. And I just had it on earlier today or last night. I don't remember which. But my light, I paid $19 for. It was on clearance about 15 years ago. Yeah, it's about right. 2011. Yeah, that's about right. It needs, my light needs a new fluorescent. They call it a double tube, I think. Anyway, it goes like this. Hey, this is the first time I've seen you without your horn. Oh, I haven't been wearing it lately. I still have my horn. I have two of them actually. I've got the spring and summer horn and the fall and winter horn. That one has cat hair all over it because of that fluffy, furry fur. That's what I'm trying to say, the fur. Um, Hi, Sue. Thank you for being here. So now I've got to figure out how to fix that or order a new power supply because it was very warm when I picked it up. When I unplugged it, it was like, oh, that's pretty darn warm for a power supply. So yes, here's my horn, but it for some reason has been bugging my ears. I don't know if it's because of the new glasses, the temples or whatever. So I can't believe that. And I was going to mail something to somebody, uh, but I don't have a box that it fits in. So I found a box. Well, I get it all packaged up and I'm ready to think about taping it and weighing it and everything. And I realized this box is a United States Post Office Priority Mail, large flat rate box. I'm like, I don't think I want to pay what that would cost. I mean, somebody had already shipped me stuff in it, but the fact that it says priority mail and large flat rate box, one rate, any weight. Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't think I want to use this box after all. So I don't know how I'm going to solve that because I was going to ship it label it, pay for it, label it this weekend, and ship it tomorrow morning. So that one's not going anywhere until I figure out how to get another box. I've got to figure out the size of this box too. Maximum weight is 70 pounds. For international shipments, the maximum weight is 20 pounds. Ooh, 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 ooh. I think I might have what I was looking for. (12 by 11.75 by 5.5). Okay, I found what I need. Now I just have to see if I can find a box nearby that I can either figure out how to get to or have delivered. Kind of depressing. Well, not the box, my light. My light is kind of depressing. My Verilex right there. I tried to turn it on to have extra light in this side of the room. No go. So a little that's bugging me. Yep, that's bugging me. Okay, so y'all remember, well, some of you might anyway, I started a new project last week. It's coming along, as in it's finally not a mess. It's falling apart already. No, it's finally not a mess. Okay, so it's a ball of yarn now. And that loud burp from the person in the hall is now forever on video. I bet they're so proud of themselves. What do you think? My doctor told me my stigmatism has calmed down, except when they do the blue light pressure probe. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so anyway, I am enjoying this stitch, the Jacob's Ladder stitch. LOL, yeah. Well, that's the problem, that my light was causing my camera on my computer to go bluish purple. At least I think it was. But then my camera goes and does it again without that light being on. But the fluorescent light was turning blue and strobing, which, yeah, not very good for trying to work crafts with. But it's going to cost me more to replace that bulb than I paid for it when I bought it on clearance. And I'm weighing that now, thinking, well, maybe I should just get an LED light for my table, or that I can move around, something that can shine down on what I'm doing, especially now that I'm going to have to figure out what's wrong with my Verilex. Arg! That really gets me. Okay, so I don't have enough light over here to see what I'm doing, which is, fun, always fun. Okay, so I think I made a mistake somewhere on this. Okay, this one I need to swift and ball winder. Swift and wind. There we go. I need to swift it and wind it. But I think I may have made a mistake in the, not that piece of paper. That piece of paper I need to finish and get sent in. Okay. I think I may have made a mistake in one of the setup rows, because it tells me to do 2 double crochets after a certain stitch, which is the beginning of the row. I'm currently going through all my craft supplies so I can finally start on the tote bag. Yay! And then at the end of the row, it tells me to do the same thing again. Okay, so those 2 stitches, the special stitch, which is a front post treble, and then it says to do 2 more double crochets, and then, wait, no, I've got it backwards. But anyway, I'm supposed to do 2 more double crochets and then the final stitch. There's 4 stitches there. 4. Why? Why? So, I sort of need to sit down with this before I go any further and verify that I did it according to the directions, because it tells me for my what's going to be my wrong side rows, every single one of my wrong side rows until I get to number 10. And this is just the first 10 rows are the setup rows. So 10 is the only one that is not done as in just 92 single crochets, 92 stitches, 92, 92. Okay, set up row 2, that's 92. Set up row 6, excuse me, 4, row 2, that's 92. Row 6, set up row 6 is set up row 2. Set up row 8 is set up row 2. These are all 92 stitches. So I've been counting them to be sure. But when I get to the end, it's the same problem. It tells me to do 2, but there's 4 that need to be done. But I still get 92 when I count my single crochets, which is my wrong side row. So I'm kind of a little upset. I'm already upset because of that lamp. Okay. I got my water. Where'd it go? The moment of meaning when the inner cables separate from the outer borders, cross it to the center, and rejoin it at the opposite side, creating the Gothic arch. Right. Front post treble around each of the next 2 double crochets 2 rows below. Jacob's ladder double crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 Jacob's ladders, double crochets, and 3 double crochets. Then the front post treble again. So I don't know. Currently, okay, I would get so confused because I have no clue on how to start crochet stitches. I know. So as much as I want to keep going, I need to go back and make sure everything is correct before I continue on, because I'm still only in the setup rows. I'm still only in the first 10 rows. And then it says rows 11 through 18, you work pattern repeat rows 1 through 8. Then it tells me the pattern repeat rows 1 through 8. Okay, no problem. The problem is that when I go through it and do what it tells me to do, which is 2 double crochets, it's not right. So I got to sit here in the dark. It seems bright to you, but those are yellow lights, so they make it hard to see. And that one, well, I think its shade is very dirty. And you can see how bright it is right here. This one. So Let's see if I can figure this out. All right. Okay, so I did my chain. I did my um, double crochets. There's supposed to be 92 of them. The back side, the wrong side row is single crochets. There's supposed to be 92 of them. Row 3, which is this one. Okay, so we have the first one is um, uh, CSDC. I can't remember what it means. It's CSDC. Anyway, you pull it up and then you twist it and then you do a double crochet through it so that it's a standing. Don't remember what the C stands for though, but it's a standing double crochet. Okay, then the next two stitches are the first two. Yep, there they are, 1 and 2. Front post trebles. Fine, but I wouldn't take my word for it. I know, I know. And I said I would help you, and I haven't had time. I know. Okay, I think these go like this and go that way, and these two go this way into that one. And then I don't know where any of the rest of these go or how the rest of these are supposed to work. Is that across the bottom, maybe? I'll have to look at the picture. Okay, I gotta leave that up. Okay. No, this is passage, so it's not in this. It's in the SD card then. Your lighting is fine. Yeah, but I can't see. Of course, my glasses are dirty, but that's not the problem. Patterns, patterns. Where's my patterns? Patterns, patterns. There it is. Expressions, and this is passage. All the way down to the P's, down towards the bottom. H, L, M, O, passage, final. Yes. I know, honey. Okay, so let's see here. Excuse me while I take my glasses off for a minute. Oh, I see. But that's just the side. What does the bottom look like? Actually, that would make sense. Okay, where's the rest of the pictures? Oh, it's not letting me get in close enough to see anything. Yep, I see what it does. Okay, that makes sense now. And it weaves back and forth. Cool, cool. Okay, then it breaks away and becomes the moment of meaning, meaning. Okay, and this is so different from what I've got. Oh no, that's the honeycomb. Never mind, that's the honeycomb. It's not really a honeycomb, but okay, so that's where I'm working now. I was just about to enter the honeycomb. Actually, I think I had just started the honeycomb and had to pull it out because something wasn't right. Okay, those are not my glasses. These are my glasses. All right. Let's see. Please do a knitting project. I was going to, and then I decided that I wanted to do this one because I have never done this Jacob's Ladder before. Yay! Lynette's here. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness, we jumped from 2 to 6. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody so much. Okay, recap. Found out I paid $19 for my OttLite. It's going to cost me $25 to get a new fluorescent light bulb for it. Because I was at the storage unit today and found the box. That's how I know how much I paid for it on clearance. And my Verilux LED lamp won't turn on. That happened right before I got on. So, not too happy. And then this beautiful new project that I'm working on, which is why Sue wants me to do something with knitting instead of crocheting. I wish I could figure out how to finish my gloves because I'm knitting those. Mittens, they're mittens. I wish I could figure out how to finish that. They're sitting over here on the table in the bag waiting for me to finish them. I had a friend over today. I had a girlfriend over today. And I got to show off my unicorn duvet. She just absolutely loved it because it still got the glitter on. Yeah, front and the back. So I was explaining to her where I'd found the yarn material. She's like, "What did you put inside of it?" And I said, "An old comforter that I made smaller." You know, okay. Then I showed her the pillowcase that I had made with the little um, envelope closure, so the pillow fits into that, and then it keeps it from falling out, showing, getting dirty, all those things. She was absolutely in love with it, and she's like, everything's got sparkles on it. I'm like, no, not all of the materials got sparkles. Where did you get this material? I said, are you gonna? Okay, wait for it. Dollar Tree. I probably shouldn't have said that, but that's where I got it. And oh, Venus is sitting on the end of the bed, licking herself on my duvet. After, never mind, I'm not going into that. Venus, what you doing? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi. Anyway, so I showed her that, and she's just in awe. And I'm like, well, some of this I got at the Big W store. I'm not going to say names again. I keep trying not to do that. And then some of it I got from the Big H store. And yeah, she was totally in awe. She's just like, oh my God, this is so pretty. You've done such an amazing job with this bedroom. Well, yeah, I'm kind of proud of the bedroom, even though I was forced to rearrange it the night before the inspection. I'm still mad about that, but I really like it in there now. I'm very happy with it. I've decided I'm not going to hang up my well, I might change my mind, but I've decided not to put my net of purple lights up, at least at the moment. I fixed the one spot where the two come together. I fixed that so it continues around. So it starts on one side of the window and goes around the room and ends at the other side of the window. So I'm like, I think I like this. I think this is just enough. I think the net of purple lights would probably be too much now. So anyway, at this point, I'm thinking I'll just pack them in a box and use them another time. Or and a lot of my purple lights they're LEDs, so they're wearing out. I guess that's the best way to put it. They're wearing out. So that new one that I bought so that I could connect them all the way around, it's the brightest one of the bunch. The other two and the net God, they've been up and on almost every night since I moved into the apartment and got them hung up. That is, by myself. Got them hung up and did what I could. Goodness. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. So now that I'm understanding this a little better, I just have to make sure that I'm doing this part of it right before I go any further, because over here there's 1, 2, 3, and then that's the 4. So 1, 2, 3, and then the first JL, and then over here it's the last JL, the last JL, and 1, 2, 3, which is the way it should be. Except that on the next one up, the JL moves over 1 stitch. That's not right. That's not spaced like this one is. This should be spaced on either side of those two. So that's correct. And it told me to do 2. Which one is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is 5. Okay, 5. Okay, 2 double crochet. Whoops. Okay, that's that. Okay, then 2 double crochet. And then the JL, Jacob's ladder stitch, and then 2 double crochet, and then the Jacob's ladder stitch, and then the 2 front posts, no, 2 double crochets, and then the 2 front post trebles, and then 66 stitches across. Okay, 2 front post trebles, 2 double crochets, and then the double crochet with the Jacob's ladder, which is in the correct place, 2 double crochets, and then this one's not in the right place then. Because this has it at the beginning. There's that, and then there's the 2 double crochets, and then there's the double crochet, the Jacob's ladder, and then 2 double crochets, and then the double crochet for the Jacob's ladder, and then 2 double crochets. So that is correct. Over here, I went all the way across to the next two front post double crochets. My brain is going numb. I'm sorry. I The only other place I could do this would be on my bed, and that's not enough light either. So, well, unless I clean up my dining room table. But this still isn't right, and I don't know why. Okay, so there's those, and then two double crochets, and then the double crochet. No, I have three double crochets right here. No, I only have two. Oh my God. I'm sorry. No, okay. The It's been going around and around and around in my head. Okay. But I don't want to. I have so many things that I want to do for the channel. I don't want to give up and stop doing the channel. It's just as long as I have to work, I don't have the energy to do everything that I want to do for the channel. So all of the time and effort I put into it in the beginning, which pissed people off, one person in particular, um, it's all, it's not falling apart. What am I trying to say? I I put so much time and energy into it in the beginning. And I tried to, after I moved here to the apartment, after when I was living on $400 a month, when I had to pay off bills instead of put money away, which is what I should have done. But no, the bills had to be paid off, or they would have gone into arrears. And then I would have had all that in my face. I still have things I want to do. I feel that my time to do, what am I trying to say? To do things that are not just in my home is running out. I'm only 61 years old. I've hopefully got 10 more years to be able to do things. Maybe. I've been doing a lot of thinking about how much I could get from Social Security next year. Maybe it'd be smarter to do it the next year, not next year. Yeah, 62 or 63. But yeah, I just don't think I've been thinking about the same thing. I got so tired. It wasn't just the diabetes. We are getting older. My mom was around your age when she passed unexpectedly. You are correct. Take nothing for granted. I was so tired and exhausted, and my body did not want to do stuff anymore. It took me hours to do jobs around the house. Hours. Down on my hands and knees, scrubbing the old linoleum from the 1940s. because it was so scratched up and so, but we had to get the carpet out because the carpet was still wet in the middle. I've been thinking, yeah, I know it. It's, um, so anyway, I've been using AI on my phone to put together a plan, which I did take screenshots of once the plan was once the plan was together. Uh, so yeah, I know what you mean, Laura. I am still struggling with fatigue even after asking doctors with help. It's the fatigue and it's the brain fog and it's the leg that doesn't want to work. I got into these. Okay, I admit the marketing got me, but the more I read, the more I thought about it, and the more I wore the other shoes with the 2 inches of foam, the more I realized they were ruining my balance even more than it already was. Okay. And the only reason I can say that is because I bought a couple of those barefoot shoes and my feet are happier. My ankles are happier. My knees, my hips, my back. I could not believe how just these little shoes with basically just a sole, very small inner sole, are changing my body and how I feel. But I still wore the 2 inch foam to work. Uh, and I noticed myself tipping forward. I'd stand up and I'd lose my balance. It's not just my pills. I know that. I have vertigo too. And I take two different pills that can affect, actually three, that can affect how dizzy I feel. They can make me feel dizzy or dizzier. Um, I I really don't know what to do. Um, oh, okay. So I was asking my boss, hey, what about these? And she's like, she was down here, and she's like, so what is it? What is the problem? Why are you looking for new shoes? And I said, because I've noticed that when I wear the ones with the 2 inches of foam, that my feet are sort of like rolling and I'm not quite saying it right, but it's like my feet hit the foam in a different place, or the movement puts it in a different place. Uh, oh, you really should not sit on that because it's on top of the computer, on top of the printer. Thank you. All right, somebody wants to be in my lap, so I'm gonna let her have my lap. Well, I'm not gonna name names because I'm not supposed to do that. My balance has gotten so bad that I'm barefoot most of the time. I ordered some Ferris by Glycinate. Bi- This Glycinate. Huh, okay. To try to get my iron up. I have a big problem with one of my feet. I must have supportive shoes. Arches are essential. Too much foam causes instability for me. Right. Supportive is different than foam, though, and this is what I'm finding out. There's a difference. Arches are essential. I agree. I have high arches, but you know what? I haven't had a pain in my arches since I got these shoes the end of July. It took them a month, a little over a month to get, no, I bought them in June, and they didn't get to me until the end of July. So like somewhere around the end of June to the 20th of July. I didn't have a pain, even when I was wearing the 2-inch foam for only 6 or 7 hours or whatever it turns out to be. Um, I had a pain today. I was wearing, I'm not going to name names, but I was wearing my old tennis shoes that I absolutely dearly love, those tennis shoes, but I wore them today. And I tell you, I haven't worn them since sometime in June. Oh my gosh, when I went to Colorado. Yes, the cushy. You need the cushion, but not the super squishy foam. Exactly. Exactly. And yes, that's Miss Venus. She's in my lap. Oh, we've got some more people back. We're up to 4 or 6 again. Oh, just dropped down to 5. Oh well. Anyway, here's the kitty cat. Everybody, see her beautiful face. Aw, don't get mad at me. They need to see you. They need to know how precious you are. Because you are such a pretty baby. You ready to go? Oh, and you want to sit in my lap? So anyway, I love these barefoot shoes. If I wear them, I mostly wear them barefoot, but I have been wearing little footies. You know, the little the ankle footies, socks, the ankle socks, the no-see-ums. That's what they're called. No, that's the little bugs that bite on us and we can't see them. Those are the no-see-ums. Anyway, so I finally bought a pair, and somehow I ended up getting too big a size. So now I wear those to work. You really shouldn't be sitting up there, Venus. No shows, thank you. Um, they're a little too big. The barefoot shoes that I got for work are a little too big, and I wear socks with them. I wear the little black ones because I got plenty. Well, or I wear the a knee high. Might as well be knee highs anyway. Um, so I am going that route, and I'm slowly going to stop wearing the other ones at all, and then I can donate them. Or I know I've got a friend who will wear at least those, and uh, those I think I might have to sell. But barefoot is better for your nerves in your foot to feel the ground. I rarely wear socks unless it's very cold. Yeah, and that's what I'm finding too. But I wore those regular tennis shoes, which are what, about 1.5 inches at the back and um, maybe 1/2 inch under the toes. So they've got you right. Your toes are on that, but then your heel is up in the air. I can't walk like that anymore. I tip forward too much, and I lose my balance, and I fall over. It's ridiculous. So I'm loving my barefoot shoes. But I got the pain in my foot because I wore those other ones for a couple of hours today, lifting heavy boxes, stepping around things, and okay, on the runners of the rocking elephant, but uh, um, dang near twisted my ankle probably 3 times. When I wear shoes, I will roll my foot and sprain my ankle. Now I understand. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I read was how barefoot is better for the nerves in your feet to feel the ground, and it helps your head to know where you're at. All right, what are you doing, Kat? What are you doing? Don't knock anything off. That's higher than it was, I know. I brought some boxes back from my storage unit because I want to go through my books and decide which ones I'm getting rid of. So I'm trying to consolidate, discriminately decide what I don't need in my life anymore. It's really hard to get rid of my Dr. Seuss books, though. I remember when my 4-year-old was reading to me from Dr. Seuss. I have so much scar tissue in my ankles that the scar tissue makes them much more stable. Oh, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand. But I have very high arches, and today the right here in the ball of the foot. No, actually, it's right, it's between the big toe and the second toe, right? Anyway, the hand's not built the same. Keeps things that bring back keep things that bring back good memories. Well, in some cases, it's not worth it. But yes, I can always take a picture of it and then say, oh, yes, I remember when second child was reading to me at 4 years of age. Yeah, so I am going to take pictures of a lot of stuff. So, because it's not the thing that brings back the memories. It's just that you have memories attached to it, but that doesn't mean a picture wouldn't bring back the memories just as good. I have a lot of stuff from my childhood that I'm going to take pictures of. And all of that stuff is going to be on my hard drive. And if I want, I can like use it for I can't think of the right word. I just changed it, wallpaper on my phone. I just changed one yesterday. So anyway, I'm loving my barefoot shoes. I have 3 pairs now. I have 3 more pairs coming. I got them for like $33 a piece. No, I got them for less than that. I got 3 pairs for 69, 66. I don't remember, but it was really good. I got in on the end of the good summer sale with this company that I bought now 5 pairs of barefoot shoes from. Excuse me. Started coughing so bad this morning, and then I was sneezing so bad this afternoon. Oh, I don't know what's got me. And then, of course, the storage unit's full of dust. I have lost a couple of computers with some files not backed up, and 2 micro SD cards with thousands of pictures and videos, plus music and movies. I have changed the way I think about storing files. I understand. If it's small and brings you joy, I'd keep it. I understand. I have 3 of these. There's 2 of them. There's the other one. Oh, that's not it. There it is. I have 3 of these. One is a 1/2 terabyte. I think that's this one. I can't find it. I think this one is the 1/2 terabyte. This one is 1 terabyte. And as I recall, this one is a 2 terabyte. So I have 3.5 terabytes. One's for pictures, one's for videos, and one's for other files, other documents and stuff that I have to hold on to. So, and as long as the cat doesn't throw them on the floor, then they're safe. And yes, I shouldn't have the cords hanging off the table like I just did. So I do understand what you're saying, Suzanne, and I do have a couple of small boxes of childhood memories that my childhood that that I have that I'm not probably going to get rid of much of those. My friend Cynthia lost her computer hard drive, which had her channel graphics and videos on it. Probably hundreds, if not thousands of hours of work lost. So be careful, double backup stuff. That's true. That's true. And I need to back up off my phone so bad it's not even funny. But my laptop doesn't have as good a memory as my other laptop did. Storage memory. That's what I mean. Storage memory. Um, but my other laptop doesn't work very well anymore. So it's too slow. I can't even get on the internet with it unless I use my um, Ethernet cable. So, well, excuse me. This has been interesting tonight. This has been interesting. So, I want to keep my channel. I want to do things for the channel. Some of the stuff that I've videotaped, I couldn't use, and I need to get rid of those. But I'm behind on what I planned to finish. This is my second pillowcase. It goes on my big king size pillows. And this is all, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So this is just the front. I thought I had the back already pinned to this thing, but I don't. Okay. And for more memory, BS, I am losing the SD card slot in my 2020 Amazon Fire tablet too. I'm tired of losing stuff like this. I know it. Okay, so here's my second pillowcase. And each one of those unicorns has gold glitter on them and around them. And it's showing up pretty good. Right now, I just got the edge pinned to it. Top and bottom edge. They're different sizes because I didn't need the same amount of material in both places. And I think I'm not going to add extra to the width of the other one. The back piece is going to be just the width. This is too long too. This is way too big for my king size pillow. But anyway, this is, I should have this done already, but I don't because I'm so tired and exhausted and I deal with all this brain fog. I lost some pins. Must have just fallen out too. It's like I lost one or two. Probably when I was pulling it apart, gently pulling it apart, but still. And it's the brain fog. It's not just being physically drained, it's also the brain fog. It takes a lot out of my mind to do what I do every day. Cute, Laura. You'll wake up after a hard sleep and have glitter stuck to your face. No, I don't sleep on them. They're just the pillows that go behind the pillows I sleep on. They're so I don't hit my head on the wall during the night. You hadn't thought of that? So I just, you know, I have so much. I hadn't thought of that. I have. So anyway, I baked cookies yesterday. Cookies I can eat. I had one yesterday and one today. I forgot to give one to my girlfriend, so I'm gonna have to give her one probably tomorrow. And yeah, as long as I have enough to get through the week, I'm good. Because just eating prunes and celery every day is just getting old. It's just getting so old. Oh, and when I also did I sorted, soaked, rinsed, soaked, rinsed again, and then cooked a package of garbanzo beans. And I saved the aquafaba that came off because I can use that in place of eggs. I didn't know that. So when I read that one, I was like, next one I get. I'm not taking it off the canned stuff because it's got too much salt in it. But the stuff I prepare, I can keep. And then it's in a bag frozen in my freezer because I didn't have any clean ice cube trays because I was doing other things in ice cube trays before. So I didn't have any clean ones. So I just poured it into a bag, the extra, because I had to still store what's in the fridge. I still had to store that in the liquid. So the extra I put into a bag and froze. So yeah, I might have to defrost it, a couple of times maybe, but then I can use, I think it's only a couple, 2-3 tablespoons. You put it in and then you hit it with like an immersion blender or a whisk, and you just, and it'll fluff up almost like egg white. What am I trying to say? Lemon meringue. That's what I'm trying to say. So I've got garbanzo beans for the week. I've got rice and lentils for the week. I've got aquafaba frozen in my freezer. I went to the Big S yesterday, warehouse shopping, and it was the last time because my membership is, my year's membership is just about up, and I'm not paying anymore because it was just too expensive. And when it's too expensive to have them deliver it, and it's too expensive to take the bus down and back, you just call it quits. So, but I found, so proud of myself yesterday. I found a bulk supplier for my medjool dates. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's MEDJOOL, my medjool dates. And when the ones I got from the big warehouse S store, then I will order from them so I can have my dates again. I was going on almost nothing left. I was worried because I'm like, no, it's too expensive to buy it at that store. It's too expensive to buy it at that store. The ones they have at that store, they're little bags. I eat that many in a day. Well, on a bad day, I eat that many in a day. But 10 or 15 dates at a time, that's not enough because I use them for my cookies, I use them for my granola, I use them for my pie crust, my no-bake pie crust. Does anybody remember that one? So I haven't made that in a while, but I have a bag of peaches that I want to, they're frozen, yes. I'm going to defrost them in a bowl, and I'm just going to make a small one. I still have mulberries too up in my cabinet, and I have rosemary in my cabinet, so I can make a smaller pie crust. And I think what I'll do is make the full recipe. I'll use what I need for the peach peach pie. And then the rest of it, I will probably somehow or other freeze it because it will go bad otherwise. And I think that's going to be so yummy. It's going to be so yummy. I found a cookie. I found a cookie. A cookie batter. No, a cookie. That's the box with the dry ingredients that goes in the cookies. Or a bag. It's actually a bag of it. And then you got to add the egg, the oil, and something else. And I was like, well, what if I replace the egg with the aquafaba, and what if I replace the oil with applesauce or banana, right? Because that's my cookies are banana oatmeal. By the way, somebody said what's in them? Oatmeal, bananas, dates, flax, ground flax meal, and I think that's it. Cinnamon. Oh yeah, I knew I was missing one. Cinnamon. So I was like, ooh, maybe I could buy this and then I could figure out how to make cookies from this. And ooh, wouldn't that be yummy? So I'm back to having fun with recipes again. What can I say? Anyway, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you very much. And darn it, I don't know how I'm going to crochet anymore because it's getting dark in here. You can't tell, but I sure can. You could maybe make parfaits by making a pie filling with the peaches, then layering with your granola in glasses too. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, yeah, because the it'd be the peaches, and then it's the date date syrup, date syrup. And so that's the rest of the pie filling is so it's the peaches and the date syrup. And date syrup tastes like caramel, you guys. If you make it right, it tastes like caramel. These from these medjool dates. It even says it in most of the descriptions on the internet that they have a something or rather caramel taste. But anyway, yes, bye everyone. Thank you for the good hour. I appreciate you all. Be safe. That's right. Hugs and kisses. Have a great week. See you next Sunday. Bye bye.